How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and today I have an exciting video for you guys. But before we start, if you guys could like the video or subscribe to the channel, it would really mean a lot to me. It keeps me motivated to keep on bringing amazing content every single day for you guys. But with all that said, let's go ahead and get right into the video. Today I'm going to be talking about Kevin Love and how I do believe he will be out of Cleveland, no doubt, sooner or later. I wouldn't be surprised if he is still with the team this coming season, but moving into that, it was about maybe a week ago or a couple days ago. It was Kevin Love's birthday. I'm pretty sure it was like Bleacher Report or some social media. They were wishing Kevin Love a happy birthday. And what happened was Larry Nance actually came out and just commented and just said purely no. He said just no in the comments, which sparked. I actually didn't see a lot of stuff on it, but I noticed it, which was crazy. But I think that pretty much shows that still, like, Kevin Love is going to be moved sooner or later here, because obviously him and the team are just still not together. Like, I'm pretty sure at this point the organization and the players feel like they're being betrayed by Kevin Love, and Kevin Love is just being, I mean, he's been pretty much a crybaby lately, the past few years, I guess. I think that's pretty much just because he wants to leave. But I could see a trade coming, like I said. I wouldn't be surprised. There are a few teams that I've heard. I know mainly like the Portland Trail Blazers, which would be interesting. But I heard like Hassan Whiteside would be the main trade piece in that trade. But that's if maybe Portland wants to do like a sign-in trade. Because Hassan Whiteside's contract is up this offseason. But that's one of like the only players they could trade away to match Kevin Love's salary, because Kevin Love's salary and contract is huge. And that's why I feel like Kevin Love, that's another reason why he hasn't been traded yet, is because of that contract, because it's so big and it's so hard to trade a player or pieces to even match what he has. Now there were talks like with the Miami Heat as well, but those trades were around like James Johnson, Justice Winslow, who had big contracts. I don't know if Miami has any more big contracts to let go, like maybe Kelly Olynyk. I don't know. I can't remember if he had a big contract or not. Maybe the Heat could still go for him, but I feel like the Heat would not pick up Kevin Love just because, I don't know. It just doesn't seem like a fit to me. I just feel like the Heat are more into like playing defense and stuff. If Kevin Love, he's just never known for defense, and I feel like they're all about grit and grind and just defense. And I feel like Kevin Love is like the total opposite when it comes to that, in my opinion. Now, another team that comes to mind is like the Phoenix Suns. I don't know if the Phoenix Suns, I think they still had Tyler Johnson. I can't remember. He was making a lot of money. I know that. I think they bought him out, though. I can't remember. But I believe they bought him out. But the Suns have been on the radar because they do need another star player or another person to get them over the hump. And Kevin Love could possibly be that. But I feel like if the Suns did that, that would just be adding another piece that could not play defense at all. The Suns have always had issues with defense, especially like the past few years, which is nothing against like Devin Booker, but like, I mean, Devin Booker has a hard time of playing defense. He's gotten better than like what he was in his rookie season, but mainly the team, I mean, this past year was their best defensive year compared to like the last few seasons, but they're still like bottom like 2015. Their defense isn't really the best, and I feel like adding Kevin Love would not really help that much. You could trade him for like Dario Saric. I know Dario Saric is making a bit of money, but pretty much they would have to get a couple players off the books probably to get him. They would probably have to get rid of Ricky Rubio possibly, because I know Ricky Rubio is making a pretty good salary. So if they had to go for him, they probably would have to get rid of Ricky Rubio, which I wouldn't prefer, because I feel like Ricky Rubio is actually a pretty good piece for this team right now. I feel like he's one of the reasons why they are able to succeed in a few reasons, because he can play. He's just another playmaker, and he can play defense, and he helps out Devin Booker a lot on the perimeter. Now, I've also heard rumors about maybe Timberwolves, but personally, I just want to get that out of the way. I don't think he'll ever go back to Timberwolves at this point. I know he didn't really enjoy being on the Timberwolves, and they never surrounded him with any good pieces at that time. I feel like he wouldn't fit either way with like Cat. I just don't think he would fit with Karl-Anthony Towns and D'Angelo Russell, and I feel like he'd get even more mad being on that team now than he would have before. I just don't feel like he would fit with Karl Anthony Towns or D'Angelo Russell because they both need the ball. I know Kevin Love, he's come into a role that he doesn't need it, but there's a point where I know he wants to get his, like, at least 15 points, 10 rebounds. I mean, they'd be a really good, like, rebounding team. Defense is going to be really subpar. They're really bad defense. Adding Kevin Love is just going to kill the defense even more at that point, especially since Cat has gotten better at defense, but he's still not, like, the best defensive player when it comes to playing center. D'Angelo Russell, he also has his questions on defense too. But with all that, I don't think Kevin Love will go back. There's also trade talks about the Sacramento Kings. Would I be surprised if the Kings actually did this? Not really. I mean, they do have a big contract with Harrison Barnes, and I know Buddy Hield also got a contract. I wouldn't be surprised if they trade away like Harrison Barnes and Nemanja Bjelica. They both have pretty good size contracts. Harrison Barnes is making over like 20 mil a year. Bjelica is making over like 10 mil a year. I think it's about 9 maybe. I can't remember, but they're both pretty good sized contracts. Do I think the Kings would actually do this? Maybe. I mean, if they really think maybe De'Aaron Fox and Kevin Love would work good together, they honestly probably could, because Kevin Love and De'Aaron Fox, they both play a similar play style when it comes to going towards like fast breaks. Like Kevin Love is very good when it comes to throwing out like outlet passes towards the fast break, and De'Aaron Fox loves running transition. I wouldn't be surprised if they actually came together and it would work. But if Kevin Love was going more for a championship team, this is not the team to go for. I think there has been more rumors about him going for the Blazers because they're a better chance of winning a championship. The Kings, though, they could probably make the playoffs with Kevin Love if they added him, but I don't think there would be any championship aspirations, because I don't think De'Aaron Fox or Buddy Hield or Kevin Love, I don't think any of those players on the Kings would be a number one unless Marvin Bagley somehow came out, but I don't think any of them are number one. Maybe De'Aaron Fox could be a number one day, but right now he's just not that go-to guy full on. Like he's more of a John Wall, which John Wall has been a number one before, but obviously it doesn't lead to, championships, obviously. I mean, the farthest the Wizards ever got was, I think probably the conference final, right? No, they didn't get the conference final. I think it was just divisional round, but they never got like way farther than like to the conference round with John Wall as their number one. Usually when you have a primary ball handler as your number one like that, someone that can shoot, especially now when you don't have someone that can shoot like De'Aaron Fox. Like De'Aaron Fox, his shot has gotten better. Like if De'Aaron Fox could get a shot, he probably could be a number one, but right now I don't think he could be a number one. But he's definitely a really good double-double guy when it comes to like running transition, he can get 10 assists, he can get 15 to 17 points. He does his thing, but he's not like a 20-point guy. But that's just my opinion, though. If you guys have any ideas on what teams Kevin Love could go to, or any trade ideas, leave them down in the comments below. I would really enjoy to see what you guys could come up with. But with all that said, that's all I have for you guys today. I really do believe Kevin Love will not be on this team coming into next season after these playoffs. If he does, I'll be really surprised, but I think sooner or later he will get traded, and this will be possibly his last season with Cleveland if he does play, because I don't think they're getting along at all, and sooner or later he's going to have to be moved just because of the toxicity from him and just how the team is going. But with all that said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you all have a great day. Peace.